Hi guys, what's up? It's your girl Charla from That Girl Cooks Healthy. Today I'm gonna show you how to make some curried jackfruit, also known as curried jackfruit. This is a vegan recipe that is delicious, very simple, and a must try dinner recipe. Let's get to making the recipe. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need some jackfruit. You're going to need jackfruit that is the green jackfruit. Green jackfruit is the savory type, so it's a young green jackfruit is what you need for the recipe. Do not use the yellow jackfruit because that is the sweet kind. They use that typically for desserts or sweet treats, and that's not the one that you need. You're also going to need some potato. I like to use a typical Caribbean sweet potato, so that's the one with the red skin and it has the cream to off-white tone, like the inside, the flesh is that color. That's the one that I like to use, and it really works well with this recipe because it gives a slight natural sweetness to it. You're also going to need some okra. I know many people do not like okra. I used to be the same when I was younger, but it is really good for you, so I recommend adding the okra, not skipping it. Some bell peppers. I have some green and red ones. I also have some ginger, onion, scallion, and garlic. Those are the typical base ingredients that I'm using. A small amount of tamarind, some curry powder, and I will put the link to that in the video as to how I make my curry powder. Some coconut milk, some tomato paste, all-purpose seasoning, some olive oil, some pink salt and black pepper, some shadow benny, some paprika, a small amount of cumin, and a small amount of raw cane sugar as well. Just a very small amount, not too much. That helps to balance out the taste of the cumin. Some scotch bonnet as well, some pimento berries, and also some thyme. So we already have the jackfruit in a bowl, and I have chopped mine up in triangles, but you can actually shred it if you want to instead. So the first thing that I'm going to do now is I'm just going to season the jackfruit. So I'm just going to add my curry powder, and I'm also going to add the all-purpose seasoning. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my hands, or hand should I say in this instance, because I'm on video, I'm just using one hand for this. And then I'm just going to thoroughly coat the jackfruit with those ingredients, and then I'm going to set it to a side. So the next thing I'm going to do now, on medium heat, I'm going to add some olive oil to the frying pan or a skillet. You can use a skillet if you want to. And once you add that olive oil, the next thing you need to do, you need to add your jackfruit to the pan. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to try to seal in that flavor, because jackfruit tends to be quite flavorless, it's quite tasteless. So what I like to do, depending on the recipe, is I'll season it up in advance and then I will lock in that flavor. So you're going to do that now, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to cook it for a few minutes. As I said before, I'm not sure in case you didn't hear the introduction or the part where I say what ingredients you need. You don't necessarily have to cut the jackfruit into triangles like I have. You can shred the jackfruit instead, or just cut it any other way. So now that I've locked in the flavor, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use a spoon to scoop out the jackfruit, because what we want to do now is we want to focus on building the actual curry. So we don't need the jackfruit to be in the frying pan while we're building the flavors for the curry. So what I do now is, once I've locked in the flavor, is I just scoop it out. I also switched off the frying pan as well, so the heat is off. and when I scoop it out, I'm just gonna set it to a side. You can wipe out your skillet or your frying pan if you want to, but I just left it and made sure that none of the pieces of the jackfruit were on the frying pan. So I've removed the jackfruit from the pan. I'm just going to switch back the heat on medium heat. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to replenish the pan with some more olive oil. And once I've done that, I'm just going to add some of the curry powder to the olive oil. And this technique is called burning the curry. Technically, you're not burning the curry. What you're doing is you're cooking it for about a minute or so. But Caribbean people like to say burning the curry. And what you want to do is do this for about a minute or so. So you're just going to cook the curry powder for just about a minute. So now that we've cooked the curry powder, the next thing we need to do now is to add the base ingredients. So the base ingredients are the onion, scallion, garlic, and ginger. And what you want to do now is you want to saute them until they're soft and translucent in that curry powder. What you also want to do as well is you want to keep an eye on whether there's enough olive oil as well, because it might feel like the curry powder absorbed a lot of the olive oil. So what I do is if I feel like I need to add some more oil, just add a small amount of oil. So just like I said, so you want to cook it until it's translucent, but also keep an eye on the oil if you need to add any more. So now that we've sauteed the base ingredients, the next thing we're going to do is to add the okra and the bell peppers, and we're just going to fold them in with the base ingredients. It's a good time to add the okra at this point rather than later, because that frying process is going to reduce some of the sliminess. I know it sounds really gross, but okra tends to be quite slimy, which is why a lot of people do not like it. But what's going to happen is the frying process is going to dry it out. So you want to do this for a few minutes. I usually do it for about 2 to 3 minutes. So now it's time to add the herbs and spices. So I'm going to add the shadow bennet, the cumin powder, the paprika, a very small amount of raw cane sugar. It's optional, you do not need to add it if you don't want to, on the all-purpose seasoning, followed by the pimento berries and also the thyme. And then I'm just going to incorporate it. So I'm just going to fold it all in with the vegetables. So now I'm going to add the tomato paste, followed by the tamarind paste, and then I'm going to pour in the coconut milk. And once I add all of those ingredients, I'm just going to give the pan a stir so all of it is completely incorporated and combined with the rest of the ingredients. So now I'm going to add the jackfruit, followed by the sweet potato and also the scotch bonnet. Once I add those ingredients, I'm going to increase the heat to high and I'm going to bring the pan to a rolling boil. So now that the pan has come to a rolling boil, I'm going to reduce the heat to low to medium and put the lid on. I'm going to leave it to simmer away and then check halfway through, just up to an hour. So I typically leave it up to an hour, so like 50 minutes, an hour, that type of time frame. So we're halfway through the cooking time, so what I'm going to do is to remove the lid and show you guys what the curry looks like. And I'm also going to just stir it as well, just to make sure that all of the ingredients are just pretty much mixed in and there's nothing sticking out at the top. And then I'm going to return the lid and put the lid back on, and then I'm going to just leave it to simmer a bit longer. So the curry is ready, so I'm going to remove the lid and show you guys what it looks like. And once I remove the lid, the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add some black pepper and pink salt. So I recommend you guys doing a taste test and then adding black pepper and pink salt according to taste. If you feel like there's any other ingredients that are missing that you want to add, this is the time when you want to add it, because you are the ones who are going to be eating this recipe and everyone has different taste buds. So please adjust it in terms of seasoning according to how you like it. So I'm going to just fold that in, and like I said, add whatever you feel, and don't forget to remove the scotch bonnet and also the thyme stems as well. So that is it, guys. That is how you make curried jackfruit, also known as curried jackfruit. It's a really simple, vegan friendly, must try recipe. I really do hope that you guys make it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and support the channel, and I will catch you on the other side.